In this lesson, we are going to explore all the other effects that we can use with static images in Lumion. So you can see here a combination of various effects that are really realistic and really easy to use, like precipitation. So you can create rain, you can create snow, and this is actually going to affect also some vegetation here, and the surfaces, they're going to look wet, they're going to receive the snow, they're gonna be covered where the snow cannot go, like under this part of the building. So these are really pretty realistic again, and in other 3D software to do all of this could be really difficult, while in Lumion everything it's really easy and automatic. So we will go through many different effects, and we will cover all the other effects that we didn't cover in the previous videos. So previously we talked about artistic effects and like sketch or technical effects, and there are basically two types of effects: the ones that will get you a more realistic result and improve the quality of the realism in the shadows, in the illumination, in all parts of the project, and those effects that will do the opposite, so they will create something far from realistic, more artistic or orthographic or scenographic or whatever. So in this video we're gonna talk more about the realistic effects and not the one related to the camera, which we already talked about, but again the ones concerning the environment, the atmospheric effects and the sun and so on. So let's start here. I will just delete everything from this example. And this one here is Villa Cabrera, if you want to get it from the Lumion examples right here. Okay, let's go back. And yeah, we will leave everything on, so all the layers will be on. And let's start. So let's click on the effects and let's start all over. So the first one, it's featured, and we already saw some of these. For example, depth of field also, it's a camera effect, and it's pretty realistic. We saw that earlier. And then we have shadow, reflection, hyperlight, skylight. These are all to improve the global illumination and again the light or the shadow and so on, and we're gonna get to this later on. I want to show you color correction because this one is one of the simplest, so we can start with something simple and then see something more advanced. And this looks like Photoshop basically, so you can change the pixels and the various colors inside the image, so you can get a warmer look or a colder look. And also you can change the tint here and vibrance of the colors, brightness of the image and contrast, and also saturation if you want black and white. Now always remember that this is just a preview. To see a better result, click on the center of the image, and of course when you want the best results you need to render out the effects. Now you cannot see all the effects without rendering. Sometimes you can see the effects, sometimes you need to render out the final image. Okay, and then we have the limits here. So we are working basically with levels and with the tones, midtones and shadows and so on. Okay, and let's proceed here. So let's go to the next one. So here we have some effects related with the sun. So we already saw that we can change the position of the sun with the first one. Let's check the sun study, which is also pretty nice. Now the sun study will help you change again the hour, the minute, so it's similar to the sun position, but in this case we are working with actual data here. So this is the hours of the day, and this is the minutes, and this is the day of 1 month and the month. So we can get a solar study for example, if you want to check how your building will be exposed to the sun the whole year, you can do this and make some experiments. And there you go. Change latitude and longitude. Okay, and what also we can do with this tool here is that we can click here in the edit and we can choose a particular location in the world. So based on where we're gonna point, we're gonna have different sun exposure or sun study. So if I click here and say OK, now everything will change according to the location. Okay, now let's move to another slot and create another snapshot, and this time I want to show you God rays. Now God rays are an applied effect, so I need to point in the direction of the sun with my camera so I can see them, and maybe sometimes they are too intense, so I can lower them down and change the strength and the decay to get something more realistic. And this will work of course in animation and in static image. And also we have volumetric light for the interiors, so you need to have the sun coming directly into the interior if you want to have that effect. So let's go here and say volumetric sunlight, and let's see if we can have some. There you go. So you need to be in the correct position to see them. So some effects are better in exteriors, some other are better in interiors. You can see also here from the preview which one is which. And then next, this is probably the most fascinating aspect of Lumion. So let's start first with fog and then precipitation. Probably it's my favorite. It's probably the best effect that you have here because it's so easy and so effective. Now when you add fog, the volumetric effect is increased because you have this, you can see fog starting to come from behind. Now of course if you fill the scene with fog you won't see anything, so you need to always find the correct balance. And this is one of my favorite also because it's gonna hide part of the scene, so you can use this if you don't want your scene to be too large. Just like in movies, you can use this. Okay, if I want to use another view here, but I want the same effects that I used in the previous, I can go to menu, edit, copy effects, go here and edit again and paste effects. So I can make more views using the same set of effects. And well, let's stay again in the fog because we also have like a fall off for the fog. So if you don't want it to go all the way up, you want to be like a little bit